So this cocktail, I think is a great cocktail to enjoy early evening. You know, even though it's got some red wine, you know, in that particular case, you know, just a little bit of Syrah. You can have it, you know, what I think is interesting is that if you have it, you know, with different type of wine, because of the flavors, you can actually have that cocktail at different times of the day. You know, but I would not go with that cocktail, you know, for something like a very full, rich Bordeaux, for example, to a very, very light Pinot Noir. You know, I would not go to that extreme. Okay. So this one here, I've got 5 little blackberries. I'm going to add a large measure of GREY GOOSE L'Orange, and here the essence of the oils of GREY GOOSE L'Orange will really give a certain acidity and bitterness to the drink, because obviously it's beautiful oranges. You know, the oranges here, it's very important that they are selected because they're very rich in essential oils, because it's the essential oils that, you know, we're looking for. Okay? Yeah. And also the ability for them to express themselves in GREY GOOSE. So the authenticity that you come when you try GREY GOOSE L'Orange is absolutely remarkable. Okay. And that adds all the scent that you get, you know, from an orange tree. This is what inspired François Thibault, who is the creator of the recipe for GREY GOOSE, you know, to do l'orange. Okay. And he didn't have to go too far to see the orange tree, because it was in his garden.
Oh, that's okay. There comes that 100-mile radius thing again.
Sorry?
The 100-mile radius, that, you know, the focus on local.
Exactly. He went to Paris, not to the north of Paris, to get the wheat, because GREY GOOSE is made out of French wheat. You know, and he said, you know, we have fantastic wheat in France, so I'm going to go and get the wheat that we have just north of Paris, because the quality is very good.
Now, speaking of the importance of the wheat, Dimi, like how do different qualities of wheat, let's say, impact themselves in the drink, in the finished product?
Well, okay, so for the wheat that we have, it's 100% French wheat. It's tender winter wheat. What you have tender wheat and you have hard wheat.
Okay.
Okay. The hard wheat, you do semolina and pasta with it. Okay. Tender wheat is the one that's used to make pastries. And I'm sure you're very familiar with French pastries.
May we?
A little too familiar.
So it's tender wheat. Within tender wheat, you have winter wheat and you have summer wheat. Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the difference is that winter wheat is you put the grains in October, and you harvest it in late July, August. So now very soon I'm going to go back to France, you know, and I'm going to go there and see, because the scent is just absolutely amazing. Spicy. Okay. Your wine is this, yeah. Because I like the spice that's in it, and they have cherry, blackberry, you know, type flavors. So obviously that goes very well, you know, with the other ingredients in the. Okay, so there's a lot of think of I say sharing the love, or really kind of talking to people, consumers. I don't want to do about consumers, but talking to people. And as I was saying before, to make them understand that, I mean, the provenance of GREY GOOSE, where this is made, how it's made, who made it, I think it's really important, you see. Also giving them to understand that, again, it's not about drinking more, it's about drinking better.